There are 6 huge money and investing mistakes that are stopping you from becoming wealthy, and you need to stop making them ASAP. I'll be taking you through each one in this video, so smash that like button and let's get into them. Number 1, spending money on things you can't afford. Even if you have the money to buy the things you want, that doesn't mean you can actually afford them. Many people buy things using credit cards. By definition, credit cards involve borrowing money from a bank and then paying it off later while paying a lot of interest. Maintaining a balance on your card means that you can't afford to buy something with the money you have, and the only way you can pay for it is to borrow the money. This is not the smart thing to do because you'll end up developing the bad habits of getting things you can't afford, and you'll pay a lot of expensive interest. If you can't pay for things with cash, you can't afford them. As the saying goes, it's better to go to bed hungry than to wake up in debt. Number 2, lack of diversification. If you only own an individual asset like a single stock and that asset experiences a rapid decrease in value, you run the risk of losing a lot of your wealth in the blink of an eye. Not being diversified enough risks your portfolio. The world has seen many such rapid downturns, including the 2008 financial crisis, the early days of COVID, and even the current bear market in 2022. One approach to safeguard yourself from a market catastrophe is to diversify your investments. Diversification is making a wide variety of investments within one portfolio to reduce the risk of a single asset having a disproportionate negative impact on value. Examples of diversification include buying several stocks in a diversified portfolio or investing in mutual funds, especially index funds. I'll go into exactly how to diversify in a future video. Comment down below if that's something you want to see. As well as diversifying investments, it's important to diversify income. Most people rely on just one single source of income from their job. Most of the time, this is okay, but job losses and layoffs have become increasingly common. Losing a job can wipe out a family's financial freedom in a catastrophic way. Having multiple sources of income is the best way to reduce the impact of losing a job. Examples of income diversification include getting a second job or doing gig work like driving for Uber or delivering for DoorDash, investing in real estate, making money online, owning a small business, investing in assets that yield dividends, interest, or capital gains, etc. Again, we'll make more videos on income diversification in the future. Number 3, not having an emergency fund. Nearly every financial expert encourages having an emergency fund as one of the very first steps in financial independence. The reason is that there will be unexpected situations in life, such as medical bills, car repairs, or other expenses. Without an emergency fund, one unexpected event will create 2 emergencies. So you could have a car emergency, realize that you don't have the funds to deal with it, and then you're left with 2 things to stress about. Start by setting aside $1,000 in a separate liquid account, such as a savings account. It has to be liquid so that you can access it immediately. Keep it separate from the main account you use so you don't accidentally spend the emergency fund. I would say that $1,000 is the minimum that you should have as a basic emergency fund. Longer term, it's important to have a fully funded emergency fund that has 6 months of critical expenses saved up. This way, in case you lose your job, your fully funded emergency fund will have you covered during the time that you look for another job or other sources of income. Your emergency fund will be one of the most important ways to increase your financial peace of mind. Number 5, living paycheck to paycheck. Some studies show that 61% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. While this might be unavoidable in the short term, financial freedom requires people to make disciplined choices now in order to have freedom in the future. It is so important to live below your means or you will never achieve financial freedom. Develop a disciplined budget and stick to it. Find ways to cut out expenses. Instead of eating out, buy groceries and cook at home. Not only will this save a huge amount of money, but it will also be healthier anyway. Cut down entertainment expenses such as going out. Cut out cable TV and reduce the number of streaming subscriptions you have. Check out our video on things to stop wasting your money on to save up if you want to learn more. Number 6, not saving for the future. In the past, people had more hope that their retirement would be taken care of for them. Many people had generous pensions that had lifetime benefits. Social Security was paying out well. Things were safe. Times have changed and the number of people on lifetime pension benefits have dropped massively as companies can no longer afford them. The Social Security Trust Fund is being depleted and benefits will likely continue to be cut. People can no longer count on these benefits in the long term. Instead, we need to take our long-term financial future into our own hands. People need to save for retirement. It's absolutely critical to maximize retirement savings as early in life as possible. The best option is to contribute to an employer retirement plan like a 401k or 403b, especially where employers offer matching contributions. Maximize your own contributions at least up to the matching rate to get that free money. Secondly, invest in a good Roth or traditional IRA as a way to get tax-deferred or tax-free retirement savings. There are also ways to save money in tax-sheltered accounts for kids' college expenses. That might sound a little complicated now, but we'll break it down for you in future videos soon enough. So be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss out on little-known personal finance and investing tips. See you next time.